Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating a guide on how to lead a reroll on Brown Dose 2 or what is the best way to start fresh in the game. Like if you have not started playing this game and you want to give it a try, this is the video for you because it will allow you to have a good start in the game and to actually have a lot of fun with the units that I'm going to be recommending you today. As you know guys, before when the game started, the recommendation was actually to go for Alec, right? And
はあ、俺を楽しませてくれるのか。
yeah, shut up, Alec. And people wanted you to go for Alec, and even they were saying like, yeah, go for Alec and go with for his weapon with crit damage. And yeah, well, I did as I was told, and it results that it is actually not good. Alid is just a unit that I'm not using anymore. I just cannot find a way to make him good. And I'm missing out on some things that I would have been able to have if there was an actual good guide at the start of this game for rerolling or for what unit to get. I understand that everyone was new, like we were not aware of many different themes, right? Of how good were 4 stars and 3 star units in the game, right? We were still thinking that 5 star units were like the best thing to go for. Um, but yeah, basically, guys, this is going to be just the perfect reroll guide. I'm completely and 100% confident that you will not need to reroll for anything else different than what I am going to be recommending in this guide. And so, let's go, guys. Okay, guys, so what is the best reroll and why do I think that this is the actual best, like, godlike reroll that you can go for a Brown Dose 2? This is a reroll that you can always do. It doesn't matter who is the rate up character. It doesn't matter how long into the game we are. I am confident that this is going to be the staple and the actual reroll that you should be going for if you're looking to do a reroll, or the actual fresh start that you want. If you want to start strong in the game, then you should be going for this. So the characters that you should be going for are Alioneer, of course, as you can see here in the screen. And obviously you will need her weapon, and you will need Cry and his weapon. I have been re-rolling this today for at least 2 to 3 hours, and this is not like the perfect option for it because you would like to have a Cry weapon to be actually UR. You definitely can get the UR version of the weapon along with the SR version of the character weapon and the character that you want. It is going to take way longer, but it is definitely possible. I have seen it for other different characters before, so I know for sure, and I can assure you that you can definitely get Pry UR weapon plus the SR weapon of Alioneer plus Alioneer in the same role. So, obviously, you would like to have specific stacks on the weapons. Like, for now, at the time that I'm doing this video, we still are not able to reroll or change the main stats and the substats of the weapons. But the developers already told us that they are definitely going to be implementing this in a future update that it should be coming in no longer than like 20 to 15 days from the time that I'm recording this video. So obviously you would like to have here on Cry flat attack and crit damage. Sadly, I got attack, and it will be the same for the Alioneer weapon. You would like to have here flat attack and crit damage, right? And now, this is what you should be going for. I mean, any other thing that you can get in these rolls just doesn't matter what it is. In this case, I got the UR weapon for Maria, which is really, really good. I mean, if that could have been like Wiggle weapon, then that would be Omega God roll for a reroll or a fresh sorry, my guys. fresh start in Brandos too. Though for now, guys, just keep this in mind. This is for a physical damage team. If you are going for the magical damage approach, then you will need to go for Maria. You are weapon alongside with Samai. You are gear piece. Obviously, Maria with magic attack and crit damage, and Samai with magic attack and crit rate. Um, to be honest, guys, magic attack or magic teams at the time that I'm recording this video, they just don't work. I have not been able to find a way to create a solid magic team that is able to clear all content in auto and that is capable of beating the story. I am completely sure that it is not possible with the current units that we have for magic team to beat the story in hard and in very hard, only using magic units. You just don't have enough units that are like low cost with SP, and there is just not enough damage for the units that we currently have. They don't have good coverage for the tiles as well, so it is just not possible. So let's talk about these characters that I'm recommending you guys to select. And guys, there is definitely a lot of thought behind my decision and behind the reason I'm saying this is actually the best reroll in the game. As you know, Alieneer is a unit that is able to deal damage to the very front, so she's always attacking the enemy that is right in front of her, right? In the first tile that is facing her. She attacks the three lines in the very front of her, and she deals damage 3 times. Also, she is able to remove buff that the enemies have applied to themselves. And then Cry is a unit that is also attacking the very front, but he is attacking in a cross pattern. So he attacks the middle, and he attacks the 2 tiles at the bottom left and right side, and at the top left and right side. I'm going to be showing this on the screen for you guys to know and understand me better. My reasoning is this: if you are attacking units in a battle, right, and you need to clear the front line so that then Cry can go to the middle and attack the back line and on the whole middle of the battle, then Alieneer will be able to clear the front line, open a space for Cry, and then just Cry destroys the back line and the middle of the formation. In the contrary, if the problem is the very back line, then you can clear the mid lane with Cry, and then destroy the back line with Alieneer. This is just a very, very good synergy, guys, that you have available with Cry and Alieneer. They are only going to be using 7 skill points in between the two. Cry only uses 4 for his attacking skill and 1 for his knockback skill. And Alieneer is only using 3 if you have her as a plus 1 or plus 2 or plus 0. If you manage to get her to plus 3, then she would only use 2 SP to deal damage, which is amazing. So you are only using 7 skill points in between those two, and then for sure you're going to be needing Arenes, who uses 2 skill points. Then that is a total of 9 skill points out of the 15 that you have to start a battle. So you have plenty of space to use other units with like 3 to 2 cost. You may add Samai with the student costume to provide an additional buff of attack and magic attack, and then you may add Wiggle as well, and then now you have a solid team with double buff, great coverage of the tiles, and then some good units to clear the enemies like Wiggle and Alieneer and Cry. So guys, I am completely certain that this is the best reroll to do, and that you guys can have a huge you know, advantage at the start of the game by running this team. It would allow you to clear all content. I can already see this team being able to completely do very hard slime without any problems. It is a team that is all around because both of them are dark element, and dark element would be able to do damage to all enemies no matter what. And yeah, it's just amazing, guys. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I wanted to make sure that I created a guy that is just the only guy. You don't need any other guy to know what to reroll for, because here is what you should be going for, right? Again, there are maybe some variations to these. If you like, you may go with Justia White Reaper with the sword and then UR or SR Cry weapon, or you may go with Gray with weapon and then Cry UR weapon. But these 3 units are actually the only ones that I recommend going for. When it comes to magic units, just don't go for any of them. They are not worth it. The developers have to do something with magic in this game, because magic is just not it. It just doesn't work. You may do a hybrid team and it is going to be really, really strong. But magic team, it just doesn't work. Like, so far, I have not been able to make it work. Unless you are a whale, and then you have like Celia with like +5 and many other units that are really, really good, but that they need like +5 or +3 to be actually usable. So this is my reasoning. I'm hoping that this video actually is able to provide you guys with detailed information on what to reroll for, and actually have fun in the game, have a good advantage at the start. And yeah, I know that it may take some time to get this. It may take you 1 hour, it may take you 10 minutes, it may take you 4 hours to get this, but I wanted to show you that it is actually possible. This is not an image that I have in the background. This is actually a video. I'm currently looking at it, and you can see that I actually got it. Yes, they don't have the actual stats that I wanted to have, right? But it is still an insane reroll, and once we are able to change those main stats, it is just going to be perfect. Thank you so much, guys, for being here in this video. If you're liking the content that I'm making, if you want to give me some support, just please consider, giving me a like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, that would just help me a lot. Thank you for being here, and see you in the next one. Peace.